folks, it's time for another drama roundup. Now listen to me when I say this. Drama roundup is just a blanket term I use to describe the video. I'm not diminishing anything you're going to see in this video that we're going to discuss as just drama, just for your entertainment and shit like that. This is actually meant to be like some legitimate discussion. So I thought the first thing we'd go ahead and tackle was obviously this statement that Ally put out, like a video. Now I did speak to Ally like, I don't know, a year and a half ago or whatever. I never thought he was actually going to like make a complete statement about everything that happened. But basically the, TLDR version of this is he just describes how Zach had manipulated him and he was already in a bad mental space from things that happened with his ex, and he just was not a fan or just didn't want any more problems or whatever. So he kind of like caved into this forced relationship Zach put on or whatever. He admits his wrongdoing, says he went and got some therapy, and while it is nice to see him realizing like where he was wrong, and he was very, very wrong, but on the other side, of course, people feel how they feel about Zach. It's like you could spend the whole day trying to debate this or whatever, but in my 2 cents, this video really just, if you want my honest opinion, this didn't need to be made, man, because it really didn't do yourself any favors. I feel like, now I understand that it was made because apparently he's planning on attending a tournament up there in Canada, and like this was something that was like required of him, so I guess that's why he decided to put it together. But honestly, I'd say I'd almost argue this did more harm than good, because like if you look at his tweet about it and you read the comments, like you just see just such a divide and so much division. I mean, my personal opinion is, like, dude, like when it's all said and done, like Smash is not the end all be all. Just, it might be time to just kind of walk away. Like I get how there's like multiple layers and stuff, but what it ultimately comes down to is you're never going to be able to compete like you were, because like, a lot of people in the community aren't going to feel safe or comfortable, even might be a better word, with your presence. Obviously up there in Canada, things are a little bit different, obviously, by the fact that you did say that, you won't compete until you release a statement, but things are just kind of what they are at the moment as far as I'm concerned. All right, next, moving right along. Now, this is not exactly a story that I was expecting to talk about, but it is a good example of why some of you top players need to get your shit together. Kirby Dad, the infamous Kirby Dad, very popular member of the community, and he is actually somebody's father. Long story short, invite top player to NOLA, that's New Orleans, to MechaCon, free tournament entry, room paid for at the Hyatt, $600 by the way, get led to believe he has his flights, doesn't show up, doesn't let anybody know, ghost us. If you're reading this, block me now and save some time. Well, who the hell was he talking about? I was remiss. I had no clue who it was. It was actually BestNest. Now look, BestNest is an interesting guy in the fact that he already kind of looks like the typical frat boy, like can be a douchebag, but I've spoken to BestNest numerous times. He's a very nice guy, so I wasn't sure what exactly happened, but he would not ghost this problem, okay? He would inevitably respond, and here's what he had to say. I was trying very hard to attend MechaCon up until the day of the event. Have been in the process of moving, the flight prices have skyrocketed, and I was unable to get there. The situation made me extremely anxious, and I forgot to deal with my commitments properly. I apologize for my poor communication. I reached out to the head TO, not Kirby Dad, who paid for my room and covered half of the split room. Waited to post this until I could deal with the TO directly after the event had ended. Now look, I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. I think it is admirable that he decided to go ahead and just apologize and own up to it. But bro, in the future, anxiety and all this other stuff aside, just send a goddamn message. Hey, I can't make it for X, Y, and Z reasons. One paragraph could save you so much hassle, okay? And you know what the worst part about this is? He does this when Summit is right around the corner. The votes are going to open up, okay? And you open up the floodgates for people to just excuse you from not even having a chance to get in, okay? Do you know how many other people are going to have an opportunity to get in? BestNest, you were an online favorite for people, okay? You could have capitalized on that. And then you did this goofy shit. And now look at you. What's going to happen? I don't really know. Moving right along, okay? Our final story of Drama Roundup. I'm talking about Activision and Blizzard, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with these dummies have been doing, okay, it's a whole lot of nothing. They've been fostering a frat boy-like fraternity that has just been disrespectful to the ladies over the years who've been employed there. They've been passed up on like opportunities, and just like sexual harassment runs rampant. I even heard a horrible story that some woman killed herself on a company retreat because supposedly they were sharing her nudes or something that leaked. I mean, just I don't know what this is about. Now, initially, when I first heard about this and I heard it was like a lawsuit by the state of California itself, I was like, well, you must have messed up pretty big time. Oh, they messed up all right. Look at this shit right here, bro. Lord have mercy. Inside Blizzard developers' infamous Bill Cosby suite. Now, bruh, I'm gonna tell you right now, the African American community, for the most part, has disowned Bill Cosby. If there was a racial draft tomorrow, okay, he wouldn't even, like, he would be in free agency, okay? And I don't think anybody's picking him up, well, except for these fellas right here, because apparently this is a real thing, okay? This is a real thing. I don't even know. Like, now I did do a little bit of reading, and apparently this was like from 2013, and I don't think the accusations came until 2014, but there were still rumors and stuff like that, and it was described, this room has been described as like, you know, something where they want people to come up and like perform sexual favors and stuff. So I think the majority of them pretty much knew what was going on, and that's pretty sick when you think about it. So definitely hoping to see some legitimate justice for the ladies who were affected by this, because let me tell you something, man, as somebody who has four lovely goddaughters, I am totally in support of women getting a fair shake. And can I just make a point real quick of just some common sense as somebody who doesn't even own a business, okay? Let's just say I'm on the corner dealing drugs, right? Now, do I want Lionel, who's just lazy and don't want to do nothing but play games on his phone, okay, instead of hitting up, you know what I'm saying, a potential customer walking by? Or do I want Lindsay, okay, who's got them bags already divided and ready to go, and she's a go-getter crossing the street, flagging down cars, letting them know we got nicks, dimes, and anything else you want, baby, okay? You know what I'm saying? I want the go-getter, the person who's motivated. Gender should not determine whether or not you decide to promote and hire somebody. That to me is just stupid, okay? And that is the complete reason why these dumbasses are in this mess. Not to mention this blatant lack of respect, which I just don't understand. So I don't know, man. There's definitely a lot of wild stories. I feel like these are just a couple that really, you know, jumped out at me. You know, the whole BestNest thing, the allied statement situation, and then of course these idiots. But at the time of recording this, I would like to shout out the fine folks at Blizzard who decided to walk out today. It was like a big hashtag, and a lot of employees like walked out today, and they're sort of like, you know what, in solidarity, we're not supporting anything Blizzard Activision is doing until we get some real statements and some real ass change, because that statement they put out was tone deaf. So shout outs to them, man. This kind of proves, man, like, you can really make some change when there's strength in numbers, okay? You don't believe me? Well, if that wasn't true, I'd still be in the fields. See ya.